Well, the YouTube Delphi site here, another video on the Delphi Murders, and I'm just once again baffled. I'm sorry for the side view of the video, but unfortunately I can't turn this article sideways, but I am very, once again baffled of these findings, and now the news story coming out on this 2 days ago. And just by going in the other video and talking about other things that was said very early on in this case, a woman taking a picture of a guy messing around in a trunk in a white car, the woman on the trail once again that disappeared, because supposedly she didn't want nothing to do with this case. Then you got Doug Carter, the main investigator, saying that there was no witnesses on the trail that day. But now all of a sudden it was 3 teenage girls. Another woman that seen Bridge Guy, but didn't talk to him. There's this whole new story coming about. Everything that's been said and done has now been eliminated. Everybody that has their POI set in their mind and heart has been all discontinued unless they were involved somehow. But, oh man. Now, not in any of the old articles, and you can go on back of my old videos, stating anything about 3 teenage girls. I'm mind blown about this. I just can't believe what's coming out right now. And one of the craziest things yet, the vehicle part, like I said, the guy digging around in the trunk. Now, that woman that took that picture, did she see a good look at this suspect in the trunk? Or let alone the person, I shouldn't even say suspect, to even say it was Alan. Or anybody that was ever descripted into this case. I'm just shaking my head left and right, and my neck is getting sore, because I'm still trying to figure this out and, get this all wrapped in my friggin' head. Because here we have a man being charged, and at that, they're saying the bullet matches the bullet found at a crime scene, which supposedly was not shot off. And I must have read something wrong, but I could have sworn I read something about the bullet being shot and fired. Obviously, it was not shot and fired. It was found there, but it's still have engraven from the barrel of the gun somehow. Oh man, I just don't get that. I mean, that says it right here. And, and by the way, the vehicle part too. Now that I just took a screenshot of it, I don't need it no more. The damn car is right here. I just screenshot it. It wasn't in an article I put up on Google, because obviously Mr. Allen here owned a 2016 Ford Focus. Now, mind you, someone had said that they have seen a PT Cruiser. But now it must have been confused with everything else that's confusing in this case. And it is not this Ford Focus that resembles it. It's another Ford Focus. And I took and I saved, and I hope it comes up, but I dropped back on one of my articles here so I can, windows, I can say. I dropped back on one of the windows, so I'm going to pull up another window to show you what a PT Cruiser looks like, if nobody knows. And yeah, it had a good long running, I believe 10 years of different styles. But it ended, I believe, in 2010. They stopped making them. So with that being said, and there is only one I could see that really resembles this Ford Focus, but the nose of the PT Cruiser stays basically almost the same, and it doesn't look nothing like a Ford Focus 2016. So whoever saw this vehicle is not very good identifying vehicles. But then let, there be the, not to forget that there was like a little Nissan van that say Abby Petito and her boyfriend Dirty Laundry drove in cross country. That little van was sighted leaving the scene, taking a picture of the white car with the paper plates. And now supposedly the Ford Focus was white, but it didn't look like the white car at the scene of the other, lady taking the picture. I mean, now everything's just getting twisted here. It's getting insanely twisted. And to say that someone mistaken the vehicles, I mean, to go from a PT Cruiser to a Ford Focus, which would be, see, bump right here. Hopefully it comes up, folks. Oh, screenshot, boom. Ford Focus. Now, whoever confuses this with a PT Cruiser, you need some eyeglasses. I'm sorry. This is the only thing I could come up close enough to look like a PT Cruiser. So with that being said, we'll jump over here. And right now, he got some bug eyes. And neither does the old or young bridge guy sketch. have anything near Alan's eyes right there. He don't look like either one of the sketches, let alone if you try putting the stupid things together, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not sticking up for this guy. He must got a bad history, is right. And if he, if he does, shame on him. I don't know. I mean, this guy is friggin' supposedly the bartender. Sorry for the noise. That he used to hang out at the bar a lot at. Of course, anybody would say, well, we'll never known that would be the man he was. We all knew him as a nice guy. I mean, yeah, there's people, serial killers out there that could have been nicer than the Lord himself, let alone be a Christianity person and end up being a psychopathic, demented, sick, twisted, cannibal killer. So, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that this guy could have done this crime, but I don't know, man. He is not proven guilty yet. And there's still things being left behind, and it's just one shell case to a gun that, in my eyes, could have been planted at the scene. Because they're talking about a bullet that was not even shot off. So how in the world, or what even would this guy have the most, stupidity to even drop a bullet, let alone open up the gun and let it fall out of the friggin', the chamber. If that's the case, what the hell was he thinking? Oh, what was he trying? He didn't load his gun, or didn't remember if he loaded his gun. He's gonna tell the girls, I gotta load my gun and, drop a bullet. And what the fuck? This is insane. I just can't put my head around this. And to just even imagine of what is gonna come next out of this case. The files are supposedly open, and this is what has this man caught. But what if that shit was planted there? What if someone broke into his house and used him, right, as a pawn in a little game that someone's doing? Like I've always said, I think the good guys have been always trying to dominate the bad guys, clean up out there, because yes, there is another article that has came up about another man, and I believe it's Littlefield, or I can't even say that name, but I believe it's a sister town or a surrounding area of Illinois, near Delphi, and child molester. And it's another name I was going to go over in another video, and who knows, could he be someone involved too? 45-year-old piece of crap going around checking out little girls or raping one, or said he's been molesting her. And they fortunately caught the brat bastard and took him off the streets. But I mean, if there's so many people in this case that could be connected, but Alan's the only one right now, and they're still taking information. I don't know, man. It seems too coincidental that they would find his bullet at a crime scene, unfired at that, or whatever it is it said. Whatever the case may be, this is demented, man. This is sick. I mean, this is just insane. I just can't wrap my head around this. I'm sorry. Until he's proven, until they can really prove this case, which it sounds like to me they ain't proving nothing with a bullet being found. That don't mean nothing. I mean, now they're saying, why don't they bring out the whole video of the talking now? That video that was caught with the recording, why ain't that coming out yet? Why ain't it all coming out yet? Supposedly in this article right here, something says about the girl saying gun. I still got to listen to an audio someone sent me. I haven't been able to really, my headphones have been screwed up, so I gotta get my headphones in to really listen to that. And I ain't been able to do that right now because I'm too damn busy. Damn, what's with all these rat races? Out of all the nights, I gotta have too fast, too furious on my street. Till they hit a tree. But anyways, folks, I don't know. I'm still up in odds with this. I'm still in the air. I mean, if this is the killer and they can 110% prove it, all right. I want to prove first before I go on anybody's side. Because this is just way too... It's like it's way too easy. It's one of them things where it just don't settle right. And I can't settle my head into it yet. Because it does not seem right. Very bizarre case with a very bizarre suspect. And I want the full truth and the proof. I just don't want this. Well, we found a bullet. That's it. He's the killer. And they ain't charging him for no first-degree murder. Which that's what he should be charged with. Because if he did it... I mean, what? Okay. Somebody gotta really get that proof out there for that. You know, it's just sad to sit here and have to really think if this is really him or not. So I know I ain't on the train yet. I ain't hopping on the train yet till it's fully examined and fully, you know, pieced together. But and all in all, everybody who's a witness who saw this man, I want them all to come forth too. I want them all on that stand. Everybody that's been involved throughout the years. This should be the guy. They should know who they're talking about, and they should find that woman who's missing. They should find that woman. Why ain't she coming back to testify? Why ain't she coming back to say, yes, that's him. Now I don't have to worry and run for my life to be killed because I talked to that man that day. Why ain't she coming back? The main, save the best for last. Why ain't all these other people coming back is beyond me. And until them people do, and until they all stand on there and say, he is the man, then I'm not satisfied with this case. Because if he's the man, there should be no problem for everybody walking up on this and pointing that finger and getting him executed. Or whatever it takes to do. So he never does this again. Of course, he won't. He'll be sitting in jail for a long time, but I'd rather see an execution. But let's see what happens. I'm still waiting for the real proof. The real proof. And the witnesses. So let's see, folks. Let's see. Till the next video, be safe. Take care. Always beware, because I think Bridgie Eye is still out there. Out. Uh-oh. Ow.